Alright everyone, and welcome to Game 1 of the pool play for Blue Pool in the TeamcVo Send cVo to Orlando tournament. This first game is going to be on MLG Shakuras Plateau between the teal Protoss, Zes at the top right, and the orange Zerg Naruto in the bottom left. This should be a really good game. Both of these players are in Masters, and yeah, we're going to have to see how they both decide to open up. This is Game 1 for them. Both of them doing pretty well in their pool play. Not at the top, not at the bottom for sure, though. So what we do have here is... Actually... No. Wait. Oh, there's the pylon, sorry. I was like, he's short on minerals and doesn't have a pylon, but he queued it up at the bottom of his rank. So it looks like he's going to go for some kind of forge fast expand. Yeah, this should be a pretty normal game. Both of these players have the ability to be cheesy. They know how to think kind of with their last second stuff, so they can do whatever they want and make it up, and it all tends to work out in general for them. But right now it looks like we're going to see normal builds from both of them, at least in Game 1. Game 2 is typically where we see the cheese in these best of threes here. So Naruto looks like he's going to go ahead and make a 4-team pool. Not going to take any chances getting cannoned in or blocked at his natural or anything like that. And Zes is going to scout that pool going down. So this is normal time, not going to be cheesy at all. Naruto's going to send that drone down, try to plant that hatchery. It's going to be... Oh, no, I apologize. He is just going to go scout with that. Naruto actually sending his second Overlord not to his natural, which is typical placement to watch for pylons, cannons, etc., etc. So we have Nexus first from Zes, feeling pretty safe, not thinking that any Zerglings are going to be on their way, and we should see a Forge come down first here. Let's play a little bit extra defensively. There it is. Alright. Average, typical. No gas for Naruto here. Not going to try to be too aggressive. That is something Zes saw, so he should know that speed isn't going to be coming up very quickly. Alright, so Zes has two options here. He can drop a cannon first when this forge finishes, or he can make a gateway. But either way, he is... Oh, he's actually going to make another pylon first. So he's delaying his tech a little bit to get more probes out very, very quickly here. Where is this pylon? Oh, behind the mineral line, I see. Alright, Naruto does scout it. So Zes is going to cancel it, and this is going to delay his probe production a bit in his main. He's going to be supply blocked until he gets that pylon back up again. And he hasn't even started in his main yet, so he's just going to go ahead and see those Zerglings, wall off, play safe, just to make sure he doesn't die to any early shenanigans. Not going to get too far ahead this way, but not a terrible decision. So something that's important for Naruto to realize as a Zerg player is you have to find the pylons in the Protoss base. You want to know where their tech is going to be, if they're hiding any, where to send your overlords, and all that kind of stuff. Zes actually had to bring that probe all the way back because it was being chased by this Zergling. Didn't get to hide it anywhere on the map, and it's actually going to run by this Zergling again, which is going to chase it down again, I do believe. We have a Roachborn coming up for Naruto, and he really needs to make sure that Zes doesn't see this. He's doing a good job bringing his queen to the front to deny the probe as best it can, but the probe has gone back to the main. So we have a core coming down for Zes. Hasn't started +1 or anything, doesn't really have the gas. He's putting up his second right now. And, yeah, pretty average game. Naruto, knowing there's not going to be a stalker out yet, brings his Overlord in. He's going to get as much scouting done as he can beforehand. And look at this. We actually have a proxy hatchery planted down for Naruto here. This is risky to say the least. But, if Zes is playing greedy, which he kind of is, he's chrono boosting out a lot of probes, not putting up more gateways. It looks like he's going to go for some kind of Twilight Council tech over here in this area, but it's not going to help him at all against the roaches coming out here. One stalker can out-micro all of them, but you have to have perfect micro, and Naruto could do a lot of damage with this. And it's not even that all-in, because he does have this base over here. He's going to cut probes to get these roaches out, but shouldn't be too hard, to be honest with you. So we'll have to see how fast the stalker comes out. One stalker out now, and he is supply blocked. Oh, no. Pylon coming up here to unsupply block himself. Going to put another over here, and he needs to get cannons up. Cannons just to delay and force the roaches back. This roach is going to do a lot of damage, though. And Naruto is getting queens out just to stop any Stargate kind of play that comes out over here. Multiple roaches out. He is focusing down the stalker a little bit. Needs to keep focusing it down, though. Really can't afford to be losing all these units to one stalker here like this. Is going to get it with the queen. Needs to keep making stuff here. He's making Overlord at home. Oh, and this stalker is alive still. That's not good at all, actually. So Naruto is going to kill both of them here. And he's in a very good position. Supply is now 45 to 39. He is getting a little bit all in. He's not droning at home. 35 to 30 FCVs / drones. And he's not making enough roaches here. He's got larvae sitting here. Really needs to just be making roaches. But 3 roaches do one-shot a probe, so this isn't too bad at all. He's still doing a ton of damage. And, well, this may get cleaned up. We'll see. I cannot believe that we don't have more roaches coming down here. He's supply blocking himself in his main by not making overlords. And he has the minerals. So, needs a little more thought here. These probes are getting a terrible engagement on this roach. And no cannons going up here at all. So we do have 3 gateways with a 4th coming up with warp gates. He's going to be able to warp in 3 stalkers here. And, that'll put him in a pretty good position. Because roaches are so bad against stalkers, but Naruto's gonna sorry, no cussing. Naruto is going to freaking absolutely trounce on his base with these roaches until then. These stalkers not being micro to their fullest ability by any means. Zes is doing a pretty bad job of microing them at the moment. He is trying to focus on other parts of his base, get those warp gates up, and get more units in here. But at the moment, not enough. Looks like Naruto is going to not only take a demanding lead here, but he's going to absolutely just win the game. Droning up at home now, should still be making roaches at his base here. 71 to 31 supply. And I would say Naruto is going to take game 1. Taking a look back at Naruto's base now, he's pumping up all his overlords. He's got very good saturation on his 2 bases now. Probably should think about taking some more gases or expanding, but micro at the front is good enough that it's not going to be. This game is basically over at this point. Only 4 drones at Zes' natural. Only a few up here, and this was a really good spot for that hatchery. Didn't get scouted for a very long time. So Zes may actually end up cleaning this up. Not a lot of stuff coming out of this hatchery right now. But it shouldn't make a difference. It's 15 to 82 supply right now. Zes is pretty far behind, unfortunately, after not seeing that. Zes actually resorting to making sentries, has no minerals, and is going to be forced. Aw. And there is the G.